Hello everyone, and welcome to the Influencer Barbie channel. We have Miss Barbie Roberts, and I am Barbie's assistant. My name is Beverly, and I am an adult Barbie enthusiast. Welcome to our Barbieverse. We create content for people who love all things Barbie as much as we do. So I want to give a special thanks to our friend Roger, the crypto slacker, who sent me the Barbie Sandy doll from the Grease 25-year collection. This doll came out in 2003, so quite a while ago, and she was part of the 25th anniversary collection for the Grease dolls. There were a few others who came out in that same collection. So let's take a look at her. This is the scene from the end of the movie where Sandy reveals her bad girl persona with her leather jacket at the Shake Shack. So we'll take a look at her box. It does say Collector's Edition up here. And then we have some pictures from the movie, and on the back it says Grease Barbie. In 1978, Grease was the hottest ticket in town. Who didn't love the electrifying movie musical set in the fabulous 50s? This American classic tells the story of Danny Zuko and Sandy Olsen. At a seaside resort, they share a perfect summer romance which they thought would end with Labor Day. In September, however, Danny is back at Rydell High School, where he is the cool, leather-clad leader of the T-Birds. Soon he discovers that Sandy has transferred to his school. Deliciously innocent fun follows Danny and Sandy through their senior year. Will their love overcome Rydell peer pressure? The drama plays out amidst drive-ins, dances, and hot rods. Meanwhile, their friends Kaniki, Duty, Rizzo, and Frenchie endure teen turmoil of their own. In celebration of the 25th anniversary of the beloved movie, Barbie doll portrays the character Sandy Olsen from Grease. She wears a wonderful recreation of the outfit from the memorable final scene of the movie, ready to recapture Danny's attention and his heart. The once prim and proper Sandy is dressed for maximum effect. A black faux leather jacket tops her sleek jumpsuit, cinched by a matching belt with silvery buckle. Kicky red heels and silvery hoop earrings finish the funky feel. Experience the joy all over again. 25 years later, Grease is still the word. So we'll take a look at Sandy. We'll go ahead and do the unboxing on camera. And Sandy is wrapped in shrink wrap. I'm not certain if that's the way the doll originally came. So, as a reminder, always have adult supervision when you are using sharp objects. So we have the stand for Barbie, and we get a certificate of authenticity, which is also done with the Grease logo. And Sandy is held in place rather securely by some plastic twists. Okay, and here is the back of the box. Sandy was held in place very securely, and she has an unfortunate case of box hair. She has quite a lot of product in it, and being in the box since 2003 has not done her hairstyle any favors. And she did have 2 prongs in the back of her head, and I realize that Sandy here is from 2003, but seriously, Mattel, please figure out a different way to hold the dolls in place. So, and she also had these plastic twists holding her in the box, and this last one seems to be, yes, it is all the way around her waist. So we are going to have to do some undressing of her in order to get her out of her twist ties. So let's take a look at her and her outfit before we undress her. So I was trying to do some research online to find out what face mold and body style Sandy has, but since, like I said, the doll is from 2003, unfortunately Mattel did not have any information about her on their website. So she does kind of look like Olivia Newton-John, the actress who plays Sandy in the movie. She has green eyes and a smoky eyeshadow here. And she seems to have a really good face painting job. I don't see any pixelation. And her lipstick seems to be really good. She has sort of a darker brick red lipstick, and you can see her teeth. She has these metal earrings, and they do seem to be removable, so we won't take them out. And let's take a look at her articulation. She has movement at the head, the shoulder, but not at the elbow or at the wrist. She does have a really nice nail polish here. Seems to be the same sort of brick red as her lipstick. And she comes wearing this black leather motorcycle style jacket with a separate belt to it, so that's a nice effect here. And the zippers, you can tell they're not actual zippers here on the sleeves, but they're really nicely done. And then same thing for the front zipper. It doesn't actually zip up. And she wears a black jumpsuit underneath. And this style of mule shoes. These are kind of like the original shoes that Barbie came wearing back in the 1950s, 1959 when she was first released. Oh, and we have little metal stars on Sandy's jacket with little epaulets. That's a nice touch there. We'll go ahead and get her out of her jacket. This might be a little difficult since she does not have much articulation here. And we should also look at, she does have movement at the hip. She can move her leg forwards and backwards, but not out to the side. And she does not have movement at the torso or the waist. She does have a click knee and does not have movement at the ankle. So I think she would be on the original Barbie body. We'll have to do a little more research to find that out. And this is a really nice leather jacket. The torso is lined, but the sleeves are not. And it says Barbie Collectibles on the label, 2003. So that's really nice. her bodysuit, it does not Velcro in the back. So this may be interesting, getting her out of the bodysuit in order to remove this plastic. Okay, her back does say 1991 Mattel, so that must have been when this body style was created. She doesn't have quite the same body type as the original Barbie dolls with the larger breasts and hips. There we go. I finally got that piece of plastic out of her outfit, and I don't know how well you can see this, but her legs are still the leg color, but she seems to be wearing sort of white underwear underneath. So the way this bodysuit is designed, probably Mattel was not expecting that we would want to take Sandy out of the box or remove all of the plastic there. Otherwise, I hope that they would have made her a little bit easier to remove that piece of plastic that was holding her in place. Let's try to carefully get her jumpsuit back on with the limited articulation. There we go. And I don't want to damage Sandy or her clothes here. So I would try to see how well this jumpsuit would fit on my Barbie with the more modern, quote, classic body, but the way Sandy's jumpsuit is designed, I think that Sandy will be keeping this item of clothing for herself and not loaning it out to any of our other Barbie dolls. So Barbie will not have a chance to borrow this for date night with Ken. And speaking of Ken, one thing that I was kind of disappointed by was the fact that this collection of the dolls from Greece that they did back in 2003, although there were a couple of Barbie dolls with different outfits for Rizzo and Frenchie, they did not do any Ken dolls. So we don't have a Danny doll, and that would have been a lot of fun, especially if they did one of Ken wearing either Danny's leather jacket or his Letterman jacket that he wears in the same scene at the Shake Shack, where Sandy's in her bad girl outfit and Danny has kind of reformed to be an athlete. Okay, so let's get Sandy on the doll stand. And I am going to try to be super careful with this because the plastic for this doll stand does seem to be a bit yellowed with age, and so I'm trying to be very careful to make certain that I don't accidentally break this. And this particular style of doll stand, I have broken more than one of these putting a doll on, so I'm going to try to be very careful in getting Miss Sandy on here. Let's put her shoes on. I am seeing a little bit of flaking here on the floor of the Barbie studio, and I'm not entirely certain where that's coming from. I hope it's not from the leather jacket. If you watched our unboxing of the vintage paleontologist Barbie from 1997, I'll put a link to that up here. The faux leather belt that paleontologist Barbie was wearing did fall apart after quite a few years in the box. So I am hoping that Sandy's leather jacket is not suffering from any similar damage. Here we go. So we're going to have to give Sandy a bit of a hot water rinse to get her hair a little bit under control and take care of that box hair that she has going on. It's rather flat in back. But let us know in the comments what you think of Miss Sandy here from the 25th anniversary of Grease collection that was released in 2003. Should we get any of the other dolls from the collection, like Rizzo and Frenchie, and take a look at those as well? And I'm really happy with this leather jacket. It's really nicely done. I like the fact that it's lined, and we don't always see that in a lot of the more modern dolls. But I do wish that she had a bit more articulation. Now, in 2003, we didn't have the made-to-move body style that we do, and so Sandy has articulation that's fairly limited. But it would be nice if maybe Mattel were to do another collection of the dolls from Grease. I believe that they did do some additional dolls in 2017. They had some new outfits for Sandy, the cheerleader outfit and the yellow outfit that she wears at the dance. So let us know in the comments if you'd like for us to take a look at those dolls. And one thing that I thought I would do, since I really like this leather jacket that Sandy wears, is I wanted to bring out two other dolls that I have who also have really cool leather jackets. This first one here is Barbie the Look Urban Jungle doll. I want to say that she was released in 2015. At the time, I was not really collecting Barbie dolls, and I still consider myself to be a Barbie enthusiast rather than a collector. My collection of Barbie dolls does not come close to some of the collections that I've seen that people have. So I did not pick up the Looks dolls when they first came out in 2015. I actually bought this doll on eBay probably in 2020 or so. But she has this really nice faux leather jacket. It's kind of a blazer style jacket. And if you would like to see a full review of her, just comment below. Let us know if you'd like to see us take a really closer look at her and the clothes and accessories that she came with. Oh, and she did not come with a stand. This is a separate stand that I have. And the other doll that I have here is the Barbie style doll number 1. And we did a review of her, and I'll put a link to that up here. And she also comes wearing sort of a motorcycle style leather jacket. Hers does not have the belt the way Sandy's does. But I think every girl needs at least one leather jacket in her wardrobe, preferably more than one. So even though it'll be difficult for Barbie to borrow Sandy's jumpsuit, she could borrow Sandy's leather jacket and wear that on date night with Ken, and maybe even borrow her shoes as well. So, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to be part of our Barbieverse. And be sure to ring the notification bell. It really does help our channel to grow. And once we hit some subscriber milestones, we plan to have some fun giveaways. And if you would like a chance of getting a shout out in an upcoming video, just comment below with the hashtag InfluencerBarbie. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you in our next episode here in our Barbieverse. Bye-bye!